In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your front brakes on your Kia Soul. It's located behind your front wheels. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to take off our wheel. Put one lug nut back on and give it a good whack with a rubber mallet. And remove your wheel. Using a 14mm socket, we're going to take out our 2 bolts for our caliper. You can use a pry bar. Try to remove your caliper from the bracket. Make sure you have a good hand on it and you have something ready, like a caliper hanger, so you can hang it up on there. Careful not to kink your brake hose. Take your brake pads out. Slide a screwdriver in there. Take the other one out. Using a 17mm socket, I'm going to take out these 2 bolts for the bracket. Make sure you have a hand on your bracket. And remove that. Now we're going to take out these 2 screws with a Phillips head impact drive. Now I'll do the same to the other one. There we go. If your rotor is stuck on your vehicle, you can put your lug nuts on. Give it a good whack around the edge here, and then worst case you can whack it this way and backwards until it comes free. Now you can remove your rotor. We're going to clean off our hub. Now you can use your wire brush, or you could just use a wire brush, period. Now we're going to clean it off. Let that dry. I'm going to spray it with some anti-seize. You can use the brush-on stuff as well. And we're going to put our rotor on. Make sure that your holes for your screws are lined up. We have one that broke off in there, which is no big deal. So we're just going to use the other one. This just helps hold the rotor on. Now we're going to clean our bracket. I'm going to take off my pads. And I usually lay them out right where how I took them off. And then I have my new ones next to it, so I know exactly how they go back. I'm going to remove our tins. And I'm going to see what's going on inside here. So I'm going to twist. Try to take out this slide bolt. Which is definitely dry and unhappy. So we're going to remove our pin. Careful not to rip that sleeve. I'm going to clean this up with a wire brush and also the other one. You can take these rubbers off. Clean those out. And we'll use our drill to clean out inside here. After you're done doing that, you can spray some brake pads cleaner in there. Clean it up. Now we're going to look inside our rubber sleeves here and just use a rag and clean out the gunk. Now we're going to use some silicone paste. And we're going to put some in there. Use your pin. So that's a good way to clean it off. It's just putting some silicone paste on there and then adding some fresh stuff. Ready to go. Do the same on the other side. Now we're going to get some silicone paste inside the rubber boot. I like to use my fingers and just get it all in there. And then slide it in. Push in the rubber pad. If that doesn't work, you can take the pin off and do it the opposite way. Just put that in first. Put some paste in there. And then slide your pin in. When you push it in, you want to get the air out. To get the air out, you're going to push the pin in, pick up the lip of the boot, just let the air out. What you want to see is a vacuum when you pull that pin. So you'll see the boot get sucked towards itself. You can wipe away the excess silicone paste. Yeah, that's what we want. And I'll do the same on the other side. Now we're going to clean up where the tins live. I'm going to get all the rust off of that using a wire brush. And I like to use a flathead screwdriver as well to get in the crevices. So I'll go in with this and just clean out the little cracks there. Those are important. It'll help the tin sit right. And if the tin sits right, the pads will be easier to get on. They'll also slide better. And do the same on the other side. Now we're going to put a little paste on here, silicone paste. I like to just put a little dab will do ya. And then I finger paint it on. It also allows you to have a thin layer. You can wipe off excess if you got too much. So after you're done putting a paste on your bracket and you finger paint it in there, you're going to put your tins on. Put your bracket on and get your bolts started by hand. We're going to snug those up and then torque them to 65 foot-pounds. Torque this to 65 foot-pounds. Now you're going to put your pads in. There you go. So your pad's in, the wear indicator's on the bottom and on the inside. Take off your cap for your bleeder. Crack it loose. You can also do this before you take anything apart, if it makes it easier for you. I already did once. You can do that as well. So that's loose. Now we're going to use an old pad and a tool like this to push in our piston. Make sure you have a drain bucket below or something to absorb the brake fluid. Place the pad in. You take your tool, Line it up. Once you're ready, loosen that, and we're going to compress our piston till it's all the way down. Once it's all the way down, you can tighten your bleeder. Clean off the area. Let that air dry. Release the tool and the pad you used with the tool. You can take your caliper off your hanger at this point and place it right into the bracket. You'll know it's all the way in if it fits loosely like this. You can start your bolt. Start the one on the bottom. I'm going to snug these up and torque them to 20 foot-pounds. You can hold that still if it's spinning on you, if you're doing it manually instead of using a battery-operated or air tool. Now put your cap on your bleeder. Make sure you remove your hanger. Install your wheel. You're going to start your lug nuts by hand. Once you get those started by hand, you're going to start at the lower one, walk the wheel on. And then tighten in a star-like pattern. Using a 21mm socket, I'm going to torque our wheels to 80 foot-pounds in a star-like pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.